So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. This time we're going to talk about Alexandre Lacazette, William Saliba, and Fabian Ruiz. Listen, this is this is the history of the Arsenal. Let players run down their contracts and then offer them a new one. Before we get into talking about Alexandre Lacazette, make sure you are smashing the likes up on this video. Big up to everybody who does that each and every time. Big up to everyone who leaves a comment. Big up to everybody who's tuned in and watched the show I did with Eunice, Goonie, and Northside earlier. For the foreseeable, the videos are going to be uploaded until this platform that you're watching it on gets its act together. So yeah, the shows going forward are going to be uploaded. For now, we'll see how long for, but for now, going forward, other than match day, everything's going to be pre-recorded for a moment. So yeah, apologies to everyone, because I do like to interact with you lot in the chat. It's a lot harder to do that, obviously, when it's an upload rather than when it's live and just comments pop in. But unfortunately, this lot are not doing what they're supposed to be doing at the moment. So yeah. But anyway, let's talk about Alexandre Lacazette. He's got a few months left on his contract. It runs out on the 30th of June, 2022. So he's got, what, 3.5 months? Currently the captain of the football club. Not been playing amazingly great, but not been amazingly poor either. He's been what he's been since he's been here, if we're being completely honest. Little bit disappointing, if that's probably the best word to use, is disappointing, because I remember when we signed him, I think everyone was thinking, oh, £52 million for Alex Lacazette, bags loads of goals in France. Ain't really worked out that way for him at Arsenal, is it? And yeah, he's got 3.5 months left on his contract. Now, there was reports the other day suggesting that he will rejoin Lyon, the club that he signed from. Not too sure how true these stories are. Listen, there's a lot of stuff doing the rounds about Lacazette, and obviously that's because he's running down his contract. Obviously, the agent wants to get stuff out there. The player himself might, and even Arsenal might. Let's be real. You know, if they are negotiating a new deal with the guy, then the media outlets are a good way to do that, because little bits and snippets get put out to the mainstream, and Alex Lacazette reads it, the football club read it, and all of a sudden they come to a middle ground. But he is 30 years old. Let's not forget that. So the guy's not got long left in his playing career at the highest level. And listen, for me, he just don't score enough goals. I don't care if he's got hold-up play and he's got work rate. It seems to me that you get judged off of work rate rather than your output as a striker these days. No disrespect. He's a striker and he's on 4 goals this season in the Premier League. I think it's 4. But yeah, I think he's on 4 goals this season. And he's not been great at all, if I'm honest. I think he's been really poor this season. And yeah, we might end up getting top 4. He's on 3 league goals this season. Jesus Christ. Is that how many he's on? He's on 3 league goals this season. Oh my days. 3 league goals, 7 assists in 20 appearances. I'm not one for assists, so we'll take his goals. He is a striker. Total appearances for Arsenal, 196, 70 goals, 36 assists. It's not great, is it? It really ain't. It really ain't great. 52 million quid. I think we all thought we were getting a bit of a player here. And yeah, he's had his moments. Yeah, he's had some good points for Arsenal, but all in all, I think if I was to mark Lacazette out of 10, I'd give him a 5. I think he's been pretty average for Arsenal. But like I said, Arsenal are looking to give him a new deal, if you're believing the reports out there. So we'll see. He's already on about 160 grand a week, if you believe the reports. That will go up. It'll be his last final contract. It'll be a big bumper pay deal, and he'll end up staying at Arsenal for the next 3 or 4 years or whatever it may be. Probably 3 years, if I'm honest. But for me, just cut ties. And so, like I said, I'm not sure whether this is going to happen. I'm just reporting on what's out there and giving you my thoughts on it. I'd get rid. Just let him go, start again, and move forward. Because, like I said, he's been here, and the whole time he's been here, we ain't qualified for the Champions League. This might, funny enough, be the first time we do when he's running his contract down. But yeah, for me, just bin him, get rid, go and invest in a proper striker, one that can bag loads of goals, one that can play with his back to goal, his front to goal, run off the shoulder, run in behind, run back to his towards the centre circle and hold the ball up. Somebody that can do a bit of everything, because We keep throwing balls into the box, and this guy never wins a header. And when he does, they go whistling over the bar quite comfortably. So for me, it's got to be done. Just get rid, bin him off, go and buy a proper striker. There's plenty of strikers out there. Go and pick one. You know, if we're ambitious and we do qualify for Champions League, then, you know, everyone's been telling me all season, oh, but you can attract top players. Well, let's get rid of this one that ain't a top player then, and let's go and get one that is. How about that? Leave your suggestions down below who the top striker is that Arsenal require. Let's move on to the forgotten man, William Saliba. William Saliba, if he plays one more game this season for Marseille, would have played more games for Marseille than he did for Saint Etienne. He's currently on 36 apiece. He played 22 for Nice, and he's played absolutely a grand total of 0 for Arsenal. But latest reports suggest, again, here's another one we're going to sit down and give contract talks to and try and open up and negotiate on a deal. This guy's contract runs out in 2024, June 24. So coming towards June this year, in 3 months' time, he will have 2 years left on his contract. And we all know what that means, if you believe the football club, which we don't, that they're going to make an offer of a contract, or they're going to get rid. Yeah, because that went well for Laka and Eddie and all the other players we've let run contracts down. But he's actually had a really good season, a really, really good season. He's playing in a team that, listen, they're not the best team in the world, but he's personally having a good season, and good luck to him. You know, he's been here 3 years, and he's not kicked a ball for Arsenal. How does that even make sense when we've done 30 million quid on the fella? They're currently sat third in the table. Sorry, they've not got the best defence in the league anymore. That's being held by Nice, who have 4 goals conceded less. And then PSG have 1 goal conceded less. So they've got the 3rd best defence in France as we speak. But listen, he's been harshly treated, in my opinion. I think that when we signed him, we were all excited. We see the boy Fofana as well go to Leicester, and he just went whoosh straight off the Richter scale, and was one of the reasons why Leicester were doing so well. And I think you'll find that if you have a look at their team now, whilst he's been out injured for all them months, they've just had a nosedive real quick. That's because Fofana is not in the team. We were all told by top gooners, top journalists, top experts, top pundits that Saliba was better than Fofana. So why haven't we seen him play then? Makes no sense. But again, if I'm William Saliba, I'd believe him. He is only 20 years old, and people go, oh yeah, but he's gone out and he's getting experience. He's getting experience. Well, he had 22 games experience at Nice. He also had 36 games experience at Saint Etienne. So there's 58 games experience. How much more experience? Oh, but it's a tougher league. It's a tougher league. And what? And what? Did Fofana struggle? Every time I see William Saliba playing a football shirt on the pitch on a match day, which, by the way, isn't often because I don't watch League, but I've watched him maybe 5-6 times, perhaps 4, 5, 6 times. Every time I've watched him, he has looked everything we need in defence. Strong, powerful in the air, which is something Ben White is not. Sniffs danger, something Ben White doesn't. Reads the game very, very well. Very rarely gets dribbled past. You're not getting around this guy very easily. Something, again, Ben White, it happens all the time. Powering forward, yeah, can walk out of defence with a ball, which is saying that top gooners and super fans keep telling me, oh, but Ben White can do that. Yeah, Ben White can do that once every month. Yeah, this guy does it 5-6 times a game. And people say the league's different. And yeah, it is different. Listen, that league is not great. But he is head and shoulders one of the best defenders in that league this season. Excuse me. So yeah, why not give him a chance? And listen, there's talk that he could be rotated with Ben White and Gabriel. No. Bin Ben White off in the summer, put him in. Put him in next to Gabriel. I think they'd complement each other so well. They're both very imposing. They both want to play on the front foot. They're both comfortable on the ball. They're brilliant in the air, both of them. And I think that they both sniff danger pretty well. Gabriel's had a bit of a mare in the last few games. But listen, overall this season, I think he's been one of our best players. Like him, Ramsdale, and Saka and Smith Rowe have been our best players this season. So why not give Saliba a chance? Will Saliba sign a new contract? I don't know. If I'm him, I'm saying ta-ta, I'm leaving. But leave it in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on him. Let's move on to the last player. Fabian Ruiz. Now, the Napoli midfielder, 157 games for Napoli in total, 21 goals, 14 assists for all you statisticians, mathematicians, all you XG, XP, X whatever merchants that watch my streams. Big up to all of you lot. This season, 23 games in the league, 6 goals, 3 assists. Now, listen, this guy is not a prolific goal scorer, but what he is a very good passer of the ball, a very good ticker over of the ball, keeping possession and making it tick, making the midfield tick. And I think this guy, we were linked to him last summer, and obviously that didn't happen. Liverpool were linked to him last summer, and that didn't happen. There are going to be teams looking at this guy this summer. He is a Spanish international. He's played 15 times for Spain. Only scored the 1 goal, but he can play in DM and he can play in CM. And I think that this is a player, for me, that I would be sticking next to Thomas Partey and bidding Granit Xhaka off for. Because this guy, sniffs danger. Granit Xhaka don't. I'm going to say exactly the same. In fact, just copy and paste what I said about Ben White and Saliba a minute ago. Because this guy is actually a very good player. But does he want to come to Arsenal? Are we even actually interested in him? Or is this just all paper talk again? I don't really know, if I'm honest. One thing I do know is that if we do go and get a player like this, put him next to Thomas Partey, I think that instantly makes our midfield better. I think that Granit Xhaka, we see in the last game at the weekend, that guy is an absolute joke. How that guy has made it to be a professional footballer is obscene. Yeah, and the guy's nicking over 100 grand a week. It's actually a joke when you think about it. But like I said, this guy scores goals. He'll create goals. He can defend. He's pretty intimidating in terms of height and size. He's not massive, but he's an imposing figure. And he's very good on the ball. So why not go and get him? 50 mil, 45, 50 mil, whatever it may take. Go and get him in the summer. Bin off that idiot. Maybe do a swap deal and send Xhaka to Napoli in return. I don't know. But you guys let me know what you think. How highly do you rate him? Let me know. Leave that in the comment section along with your William Saliba thoughts and your top striker thoughts. Come on, give me it from the mouth. That didn't sound right. I'm going. Have a wonderful evening. I'm out of here. Laters. I'll take